law enforcement fired sniper rifles at ICE agents and me, but I made a turn at a good time. I turned to the right. Charlie couldn't believe it, actually. He said, how the hell did you make that turn? I said, I don't know.
Donald Trump is at a memorial for Charlie Kirk, where he's going to give him the highest civilian honor that our government can give, which is its whole other thing, and we'll get to that. And of course, he has to stream of consciousness. He can't just deliver prepared remarks about his friend, about the guy who died. I mean, clearly you couldn't do that. You couldn't even imitate an actual responsible, mature president for 5 minutes. Okay, so instead he's gonna stream of consciousness. He's gonna talk about everything. And so of course, at the memorial for the guy who was assassinated, he needs to talk about the guy that shot at him. And that's not enough, taking the stolen valor, I guess, putting it onto himself. Then, and I dodged it. I took a turn at a good time and, oh, Charlie, let's have Charlie talk about me in this thing. I'm gonna make up a conversation I had with Charlie. Charlie said, I can't believe you made that turn. He didn't make a turn. He wasn't freaking Neo. He didn't dodge the thing. The bullet didn't hit him. Or maybe you believe that it grazed him, and maybe it did, or maybe it didn't. But either way, he didn't dodge it. He didn't make a turn. He was going about his day and a bullet came close to him. And I don't believe that Charlie Kirk was like, yeah, no, you did amazing, old man, in dodging that thing. And clearly setting out that there's just something about you. Either you moved better than Charlie because you didn't get hit and he did, or remember they said that God saved Trump. Remember, he moved the bullet away so that it would only graze Trump, and then, oh yeah, also kill that other guy. Let's not worry about that part. But I guess God didn't care as much about Charlie Kirk. Look, I don't know which of those interpretations we're supposed to take, but clearly it's one of the two. And this isn't like a hot mic thing where he's just shooting the S with JD Vance after a press conference. This is on stage at the memorial, and he can't get through that without making it about himself and also kind of laying out that he's better at dodging assassination than Charlie Kirk. And the weird thing, Sharon, is I know that lots of people have been expressing kind of shock or just weird feelings about what he's saying. No Republican is likely to. They're all gonna pretend that this is totally cool and totally normal. Meanwhile, if it was a Democrat that said the exact same thing about how they had survived assassination or whatever, and it had been Charlie Kirk, they'd be calling for their heads. But because it's Donald Trump, it doesn't matter how weird. He could have slapped the widow on the ass and they'd be pretending that it's totally normal and totally cool. And we just have to watch it and pretend that this is not the most bizarre, grotesque cult in American history. What do you think?
I mean, there's one Republican who actually called it right. George W. Bush came back to the White House, remember, for the inauguration and said that was some weird, okay?
That's true.
And he was right. Look, Donald Trump is some loopy old uncle. I remember at my mom's memorial service, my Republican friend, who happened to be very close to her and tried to indoctrinate her to his side at the end. He stood up, he asked to make a few remarks, and he said, boy, she just made me laugh every day. It was as if she had Asperger's. And my family gasped and was like, what are you talking about? My mom didn't have Asperger's, and I don't know why you're saying this at her memorial service, and there's nothing wrong with Asperger's, but what the hell's wrong with you? And he didn't have these conversations that he is quoting with Charlie Kirk, as you said. None of this is true. It's just wacky stream of consciousness. He did it over, with Netanyahu. He then did it at the peace summit. He's being weird with the prime minister. He's just wacky. And I don't know how to analyze this. I'm not sure someone with a PhD, a forensic psychologist, could even diagnose what's going on here. It's just strange stuff. It's like, is this what eating mushrooms is like or something? People I know like it. It's nothing like this.
It's always weird that we have to be reasonable on their behalf because we know that they can't be. And we've done that how many times now? And I'm gonna say, I just want to not have to do that anymore. And I know that there's literally only one way that will happen. We're in this period of history, and we need to be in this period of history. There's a dividing line there. We need to be on the other side. And I don't know if like cardiovascularly something can escalate, it can move us to that point, but Jesus Christ, this cult is so taken with him. There's nothing he can do. He was ranting at this event, which again is to give Charlie Kirk the Medal of Freedom, previously given to like Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King Jr., and Rosa Parks. So, all birds of a feather, all the same thing or whatever. Sorry, am I gonna lose my job for the sarcasm there? Am I gonna be investigated by the federal government? Am I gonna have like my passport revoked? I don't wanna say something politically incorrect or whatever, but he was ranting about the Middle East peace deal, which has already seen a lot of attacks on Palestinians, which seems incompatible with a peace deal, but let's pretend that it's peace. Cracking down on crime in DC. He complained about George Stephanopoulos at the memorial for Charlie Kirk. He boasted about winning the election in 2024, which is, after all, why everyone came to the event, to hear about him brag about winning. Then he lied about political violence some more, accusing the left of ramming like ICE vehicles and stuff, when we all know that it is ICE that is doing the ramming. And that's how he got into the thing about him nearly being shot or whatever. And it's just like, my God. If you're a family member of Charlie Kirk, if you're a fan of Charlie Kirk, you're grieving, you've been through a lot. If it is easier to get through this difficult time by not really coming to grips with what Donald Trump is doing, the mockery that he's making of that memorial, then more power to you if that gets you through this difficult time or whatever. But as an outside observer with no emotional investment in this is goddamn weird, man. And I don't agree with that side on basically anything, but I wish for them that they didn't have to go through this. Oh, also, we'll just end on this. He implied that generally women can either be smart or beautiful, not both. He was joking though, at a memorial, but he did imply that. If you enjoyed that, make sure that you never miss another video by subscribing. And if you want a little more, consider hitting the join button and becoming an actual member. But you're probably wondering, why the hell would I do that, John? First off, calm down. The stakes in this are very, very low. But also, when you click the join button and you become a member, you get access to bonus content that I make every week, and it's a ton of fun. You get access to tons of custom emojis and more besides that. By the way, if you join at tier 3, you even get access to a monthly member hangout with myself and other awesome people, and we always have a great time. By the way, you'll get all that going forward, but you also unlock years of the back catalog. That is literally 100 or more bonus clips, top 10 lists, debates, and more. What are you waiting for? Click the join button below. Your support powers our show, and we couldn't do it without you. Or at the very least, I wouldn't really want to try. Viewers like you keep me here. So thank you in advance for joining.